boys, we are back on the Dill Pickle YouTube channel. And yeah, kind of going through a 2-week Minecraft phase right now, so I want to take advantage of it, make a few Minecraft videos. Thought it'd be cool to make a Let's Play. See, if you watch at all, I don't really stay consistent with the upload schedule. But I had to make a Minecraft video, at least one. Hopefully, 2, 3, 4. But we're playing Java. A little fun fact about me: I have never played Java. I've been a console boy my whole life. Switching to PC around when I was 18, and even when I played Minecraft on the PC, I kept on Bedrock. So playing Java Edition. But even worse, I've always played Minecraft on peaceful mode. I've beaten the game. I've beaten the Ender Dragon on peaceful mode. It's not really a challenge, to be honest with you. But I've never played normal mode. It's just have it. So we're gonna normal mode, easy mode. I'll do normal mode. We'll do survival. Yeah, I've always played peaceful mode only because it's not about the mobs. It's about the hunger bar. It's strictly the hunger bar that makes me so mad. I hate having to farm. I hate having to eat, and that's honestly that's it. That's it. That's all it is. I hate having to eat. I hate having to stop from sprinting. I always love to run thousands of blocks out and find the perfect place to build. I kind of have an idea of what I want to do in this playthrough. I probably go through about 2 or 3 2-week Minecraft phases a year. So I can't promise myself the next time I get Minecraft obsessed for 2 weeks, definitely gonna play Java Edition, make a video out of it, because I think it's crazy that I've been playing Minecraft since 2011, or whenever Pocket Edition came out, and I haven't played Java Edition. I don't know if you can call 2011 a Minecraft vet, but I've definitely been there. I've been playing for a while. Definitely probably a top 3 game all time. I don't know, I might have Fortnite ahead of Minecraft all time. I don't know if it's a hot take or not, but for me, some of my best friends, I made from playing Fortnite. Shout out Greg. But yeah, we're gonna have fun with it. We're gonna see where we can take it. But yeah, so find a good place to build. Not a big fan of snow biomes, to be honest with you. I've always liked to build somewhere flat or oceanside. I'm hoping we can find somewhere oceanside to build, because I think I'm making an underground base that leads underground into the ocean. It's kind of what I want to do. That's my plan. That's hopefully what I get to do. So let's get a crafting table going. I've also never played on keyboard and mouse, so hopefully it's not that hard. I've always kind of been a controller boy, pretty much for a while now. I've always been a controller for any game I play. But yeah, I'll try some keyboard mouse. To the one viewer I probably have, what you been up to, man? What you been getting into? I've been working at this new place, Hensley, or mostly Budweiser. I'd be on the road in the beer truck. Pretty fun. I enjoy it. Just living, vibing, enjoying life. Turned 21, about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. Pretty chill. We just living, man, living it up. I'm gonna try to make it realistic. I live in Arizona, so I'm gonna try to, if you're from AZ, you're gonna know what I'm gonna build for my base. But I thought it'd be pretty funny to do. I'm not gonna say now, but I'm a jump cut to when like most of my base is done. And if you're from AZ, you gonna know. You gonna know. It's gonna be funny. But yeah, I need to find somewhere either really flat or somewhere oceanside to make my base is what I want to do. All right, we're back. I'm pretty positive I found where I want to make my base, but small issue. We got some ops on my land, claiming as my land. So you know. Oh shit. Well, you know, it is what it is. We take care of that. Alright, just like that, day 2. Killed enough sheep to make a bed. Still need to... I do want to fill in that hole. Like I said, I do have a plan for what my base is going to be. I think it's going to be pretty cool, honestly. I'm pretty excited about it. I just don't know how easy it's going to be right now to get red dye. I do need red dye for this base. I think right now I'm probably just going to sleep on the bed in the middle of the little sand island for now. But yes, I do have an idea for my base. I'm also like, if I do, you know, upload more, the plan obviously is to beat the Ender Dragon. That's a big if. I upload more, obviously. Which, you know, we'll see. And we have found iron on day 2. What a W that is. So I think, you know, my plan is I want to try to get some of my base is going to be done this episode. Of course, I'm not too sure how long it will take. I mean, I think the hardest thing is going to the hardest thing to get that I need is going to be certain colored blocks. I definitely need a red colored block, possibly yellow as well. I'm not too sure, but yeah, we will see. We will see. Got a little mine going right there. Probably just gonna wait for it to turn daytime again, and we're probably gonna go explore this area. Possibly that island over there. I would like to find a village. I would like to trade. Never really been a big villager trader. You know, I've always enchanted my gear, gotten endgame stuff. It's just I've never really, you know, done the whole trading hall thing. Like, I've traded with villagers, of course, you know, gotten emeralds, but like I don't think I've ever had more than a stack and a half of emeralds, like, at one time. You know, and that was when I was like really trying to like grind. You know, that was quarantine time, quarantine days. You know, I got some good quarantine stories. So, you know, I was a freshman when COVID hit. I was second semester freshman in high school, and you know, I'm not saying I wasn't like the smartest kid or nothing, right? But I was an honors science student for my freshman year, and I was, you know, A's and B's in middle school. Come high school, you know, I play sports, you know, I'm playing games more. Grades do slip a bit, you know, C's, you know, high D's, a couple B's, and subjects I'm good at. But come lockdown, I pretty much gave school a full give up, you know, 0% of my attention I gave the school come lockdown. I was actually working during quarantine with my mom, where she works, which is pretty cool, you know. Helped me make some money, but you know, uh, basically, that second semester of my freshman year, when COVID was still so fresh and I really had no idea what was going on. Uh, my school didn't really know like what the plan was for like school, and so I don't think really anyone took it like too serious. Obviously, there's like the kids who wanted to go to like Ivy League schools that were trying their asses off. Good for them, right? But yeah, I kind of was just like, I'm just gonna play Fortnite and Call of Duty, and yeah, it's wraps. School's over. It's spring break, and I'm like, yeah, man, who cares? So, summer goes by. Pretty good summer. Spent it like most summers indoors playing video games, except for the summer of 2016 where I did go out a lot. Shout out summer 2016. Stays undefeated. Stays undefeated. But school starts back up in August, and it's fully online. We drive. It's like our school had like a drive-through, where you drove through, got a school ID, a laptop, and like that's it. So I get my laptop, little school ID badge to get into the laptop and all that, and we go on about our classes, and I'm not. First off, I'm not the smartest guy. If I put my mind to it, I can get grades. But I really wasn't doing all that. So school picks up, and I get my classes. Sophomore in high school. Geometry, English. They called it like English 2 or 3. I had bio, or not bio. I had biology. I had biology. I had I just can't remember. I'm 21, so it's been a couple years since I was a sophomore in high school. And let's go Village. But to be honest with you, when COVID hit, I did not give a fuck about school at all, like at all. And my parents would go to work. I'd be at home, with my school laptop, and they'd be like, "All right, do your schoolwork," And when I tell you I did not do shit, I didn't do anything. My grades plummeted. My GPA plummeted. I was failing PE. Failing PE. How do you do that? I don't know, but I managed. I managed to fail PE. The reason was, teacher was great. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was actually like a great teacher, like awesome lady. But the task was for our PE was we had to fill out this like workout log, and she even like said on one of the Zoom meetings like, you guys don't even have to work out, just fill out the log, right? I just didn't fill out the log. I wasn't filling out the workout log, so I pretty much got a good 8% in PE that year, which abysmal, absolutely horrendous. I think in geometry I also failed. No, I passed. No, okay, no. First semester, sophomore year, I was a math credit behind because I was dumb as shit in math. Couldn't do it at all, dumb as shit. So I had like algebra 2, passed that with a D, then went back, and then second semester, sophomore year, I had geometry. So passed algebra 2. Let's go. Passed it. Then come second semester, didn't pass geometry. But during first semester, it was all online. And so I would pretty much only play games all day online. And my dad would get so mad at me for just had let my grade plummet. But, he's at work, so, like, he don't know I'm home playing video games. So, and, like, we laugh about it now. But basically, one day, I'm telling you, I had 3 Fs and a D. I was passing one class. I'm at home playing Terraria. And I'm, like, headset on, controller in hand, like, I'm playing the game. It's, like, 10, 15. in the morning. You know, class has been going on for like 2 hours, 15 minutes at this point, right? And you know, headset's on, right? I don't hear a thing. And then I see, you know, a shadow appearing from the hallway. Heart drops. I'm talking to my friends. You know, I'm cussing up a storm. You know, we're playing the game, right? It's my dad outside of my doorway, giving me like the death stare, right? Obviously, I'm not supposed to be on the game. I'm supposed to be locked in class, right? So takes to the controller. This is probably a month, 2 weeks deep into online classes. So I've been goofing off for a fat minute at this point. Takes the controller. He's a teacher, by the way. So he takes my controller to his classroom. Where like I don't like obviously like visit. Shout out Australia. I don't visit, so like it's no way like I'm getting my controller back. Like obviously like, when you guys were grounded as kids, like you could get your controller back. Like your parents could be sleeping, you could go get it back, right? You know, you could be sneaking like that. Like, come on, you really thought we were gonna fall for that weak ass hiding spot? But no, he took the whole controller to his classroom, and I couldn't get it. I asked my mom. Hey, I'm a mama's boy. Like my mom would always help me out. Like she'd always help me sneak to play the game at night, right? But yeah, I couldn't play the game no more. And I was playing Minecraft during quarantine, so that's when I was grinding Minecraft heavy during quarantine. That's like peak Minecraft for me. That or like 2012, 2013 when like I like was trying to when like my skills were unlocking and I like got a wave of common sense on how to play the game properly. But yeah, so took the controller. I was like mad depressed, right? I'm not gonna play no games now. Like wasn't really going outside either during quarantine, like no one was. So I got like mad depressed. Like I can't play the game, can't play with my boys. And like I understand like my dad's point of view. Like my grades were fucking terrible. Like I had nothing but F's and D's. Like of course you're gonna take your kid's controller, right? But like in my shoes, I'm 16, like freshly 16 years old, and I'm like, this is like all I have, like to play games with my friends. Like take that away from me. Like I got nothing. Like I got so depressed. But I found a broken controller in my closet that had both of the bumpers like snapped off. So I couldn't play any games that required the bumpers. So I played Forza Horizon 3, even though Forza Horizon 4 was out at this point. But I played like Forza Horizon 3 on the controller on my Xbox One to entertain myself. And what I would do to hide my Xbox was I would hide my Xbox in a backpack, hang the backpack on my door. The Xbox would be in the backpack, and I run the cables out of the backpack to my TV. My mom knew. She didn't tell my dad, right? Shout out, Mom. And so I did that for a while, and then my birthday was September 19th, so like, a week, a month, and a couple weeks into school. So my dad did, and I was supposed to hang out with my boy Greg for my birthday, and one of my mom's coworkers ends up getting COVID, so I can't see my boy Greg because we didn't want to expose him and his family to COVID. So what we do is my dad lets me have my Xbox back after taking it away, or he gave me my controller back, my good controller, thinking I could, saying oh yeah, for the weekend, for your birthday weekend, you can play games. I was like, let's go. Turns out he forgot to take the controller back. Forgot. Come Monday, I still got my controller. What's up with that, So, still playing. And then it happens again, I'm playing, and I'm risking it. I'm on the downstairs TV. Just having fun with it. Playing. Same thing. I'm just chilling, playing the game, headset on, playing some Fortnite solos. Opens the door. My dad. Fuck. Caught again. Now he's a teacher, so I'm like, why are you home at 10:15 a.m.? Don't you got kids to teach? Here to check up on you, making sure you're doing schoolwork. Man, come on, man. It was the worst. When all my friends were, playing games and stuff, and I had to, I had nothing. I had nothing to do. Absolutely nothing to do. At all. So that sucked big time. But besides that, yeah, I was able to, sneak away the broken controller method for a few months. He never caught me on that one. I'll probably tell him someday about that one. But we still talk about it like this day. How bad my grades were sophomore year. So junior year, they came back a bit. It was C's and B's. Senior year, same thing, C's and B's. I think it was just that COVID year that like I got ADHD, and I hate to use ADHD as an excuse, but you leave a kid with really bad ADHD at home, tell him to do his schoolwork on the laptop when he's got the Xbox, he's got a pool in the backyard. If I'm so bored, I'll go dribble a basketball. Like, man, I ain't touching no schoolwork. I ain't doing none of that. But yeah, I ended up barely graduating solely because of that COVID year. My credit slipped so far that like I literally was on the verge of not graduating because because I failed like 5 classes my sophomore year. But we managed. I'm out here. It ain't that bad. I do. My dad did call it. He's like, someday you're gonna regret not trying so hard in high school. And like, man, he's right. He right. I do wish I tried a little harder in high school. What if I got any other cool stories from high school? I did play basketball one year. I played basketball like my whole life growing up, and then come high school, freshman year I had played, and then COVID hit, and I low-key gained like a shit ton of weight, and goodbye athleticism. But yeah, dude, freshman year, dude, we were hot ass. We had some good players. I was like one of 2 players in the starting lineup who didn't get called up to JV for at least a game. Yeah, I'm not saying I was like good or nothing. I mean, I think I was alright. I had a smooth jumper. I had a pretty smooth jumper. Shout out to Dick Abrams, go to coach. He glazed my jumper. Yeah. I remember I got mad clown for it. I got clowned for this one. But it was practice before our season, so we were still practicing for the season. And we were doing 5, so we were playing a scrimmage. And coach, he's counting down. We're doing late game scenarios. Or I don't think this wasn't a scenario. This was like full on scrimmage. Like we were tied up. Our team was tied up with the other team. They mixed the starters and mixed the bench players, so the teams were pretty even. And I'm not saying like I wasn't a primary scorer. I gave you like 5 to 8 points a night, but I gave you like 10 rebounds, a steal, and I'm yelling at the other team. I'm kind of like a Draymond Green. I'm the glue guy. I'm a Hall of Fame glue guy. So it's like 2 seconds left in the scrimmage. I get the ball. I get the outlet pass to the corner 3. Splash. So I'm hyped, I'm hyped. That's game-winning shot in practice, baby. And I'm posting on my Snapchat story when I get home. Let's go, baby. Game winning shot in practice. I show up next day for practice. Bro, I'm getting clowned. They're like, you really posting game winning shot in practice? You calling hype on that? I mean, I was hype. I ain't gonna lie. I was hype. Game winning shot in practice, baby. So we had this inside joke. You know, Dylan, game winning shot in practice, baby. So that was pretty funny. But yeah, it was weird. I don't know if you guys played hoops growing up. Like in middle school, we were really good. We were really, really, really good. We had I was kind of part of a big three with my homie Noah, who's playing D1 ball right now. He played last year at Coastal Carolina, 7'2" center, right, the GOAT. And then we had my homie Trevor, who was our point guard, and I was kind of the power forward / small forward. So I was kind of I was kind of a stretch four in middle school. You know, Tim Duncan-esque. You know, you have no idea how good Tim Duncan was. Shout out to Duncan, the GOAT, like one of the GOATs. And then in 7th grade, my coach, shout out Miss Espo, shout out Coach Espo, she drew up a play for me to hit a fadeaway 3 in the playoffs with like 40 seconds left. So we're down by like 5 in the playoffs versus, I think it's like West Star was like our team we're going against, and she's like, Dylan, I want you to shoot the ball. I wasn't shooting like at all that game. I had like, you know, probably 15 some points. I hit the fadeaway 3 that bring us down by only 2 with like 38 seconds. All right, let's go. Biggest shot I've ever hit. You know, like, holy shit, no way I hit that. And then the following play, I get a steal, a passing lane steal. So I'm going coast to coast, passing lane steal. Let's go. I'm gonna tie this shit up. Brick. I break the shit out of that layup. I was shaking in my boots. I've never bricked a shot so bad. So, all right, it ain't over yet. It ain't over. You know, we still got 29 seconds, 30 seconds. Now I gotta get back on D. You know, they're chasing me. They get the rebound. I gotta get back on D. What the fuck? They hit a shot. Their player Cooper hit some tough fade away. All right, down by 4. So then we give it up, you know, to our center Noah, who was like, you know, this is 7th grade. He's like 6'1", so he's like, what the fuck, crazy tall. He misses, you know, tough miss. You know, I had an even tougher miss. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not putting this on him. It's all on me. This loss. So now they're shooting. We're fouling. We're intentionally fouling. You know, we end up losing. And so I'm hearing it. Like I'm hearing it. Like coach was, you know, we're like what, 11. So like coach is like, oh Dylan, it's okay. But like, you know, I'm hearing it from the guys. You know, they're not letting it go. So let's fast forward to 8th grade. Same scenario, except it's the regular season, not playoffs. You know, splash, clutch bucket 3 against the same team in the regular season. The one time we played them, tie game. I tied it up with 3, and then same thing happens. I get a passing lane steal. This time it's in. It's cash money. Cash money with the passing lane steal. And so that's probably one of my best moments was came in middle school. I was kind of I don't know if I was like the second scoring option in middle school or third, but we had like our point guard Trevor was kind of more of a facilitator, really crafty handle. So he was probably giving the rock to me and Noah all the times, and it's really weird. Like if you played hoops growing up and you try to transition from a role. You know, I was in 8th grade. I hit 6 feet tall, so I was a center. You know, like if you're a 6'8" 8th grade, like you're playing center when you're playing ball. And so it was really weird when you get to high school and my coach is like, Dylan, I want you to play shooting guard. So that's why I really didn't score a lot in high school, because I really didn't know how to score as a guard. So that's why I kind of tried to adopt the role of like a scrappy, like, combo guard. You know, I could. There were a lot of times where like coach would be like, all right, Dylan, you're gonna you're gonna sub in at our 4 now. And even though I was a little undersized, being only 6 feet, I eventually grew to 6'2" later. I could still hang defensively at the 4, but as a 2, I definitely was just like in your face, you know, like I ain't gonna let you pass, I ain't gonna let you shoot, I'm yelling in your face the whole time. And you'd be surprised if the other team gets the rebound and you just start screaming, "Hey, Bo, give me the ball, give me the ball, give me the ball." They might just fucking hand you the ball. Like it happened. You know, like, "Hey, bro, give me the ball, give me the ball." They'll hand you the ball. They you know, they're stressed out. You know, it's a minute 30 left for the first quarter. You know, their coach is saying, "Let's get one more bucket, let's get one more bucket." Like, you start screaming for the ball, but they might just hand it to you without looking. Like, "Oh, that's my point guard." You know. But yeah, man, I love basketball. But you know, I gained a lot of weight over summer, and obviously we didn't really have a sophomore season. But yeah, man, I love basketball. If I could do it all over again, I probably would have tried to stay in shape. Not gonna lie. So even now, dude, I gotta fucking lose some weight, dude. I'm way too fucking fat. Yeah. Yeah, you know, and sometimes like I still do talk to some of the guys I played with. We talk about, you know, playing ball. Cause it's crazy, you know, like once high school's over, like you really don't play sports no more. It's really weird. Like it's just like you had those 4 years, and if you don't go D1 or any sort of college, like you ain't playing sports no more. Which is kind of sad. Like you could play in like a men's league, but it's like, man, men's league, come on, man. You know, sometimes I'll be playing some pickup ball every now and then. You know, even though like I'm really out of shape, like once you got the fundamentals, bro, like you got it. You know. You'd be surprised how far fundamentals get you as a basketball player. Like, it don't matter if you overweight, if you too big, if you a little slow. I mean, look at Jokic. He just plays basketball the right way. And that's all he needs to do. Oh, hell no. What? Oh, no, I'm dead. Oh, no, I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT. Shout out 2-3. What's the move, Batman? Let's go, OW. Take that. And game 7. We take those. If you can't tell, my Minecraft skin is a Fortnite skin, Shadow Dazzle. That was my main skin before the Pickle skin came out. How do you even, like, F1? I'm retarded, bro. I don't even know how to play on a keyboard, bro. Get the fucking ladder down. See, like, this is how you know I play Bedrock, because I don't even know the crafting recipes. Is it this? It is this. The shift click? See, bro? Oh, I did it. But I don't know how I did it. That's the thing. Get this ladder down. Alright, we're back, and I think I'm ready to start, you know, really getting started on this thing. You know, I am curious how long it will take, you know, any of you to really guess. Oh shit. See, I'm still getting used to this keyboard shit too, like actually having to hold shift and stuff. Like on controller, you can just like press the stick down once, and it'll, you know, work. We need like 2 more over there. See, I don't know if I can get it to say what it needs to say up there, you know what I mean? Like, it's a 4-letter word that I needed to say up there. And, not too sure if that's gonna happen. With the room I have, I know I should have probably just bred the sheep instead. I had a sheep. I need to kill you. I'm sorry. Where are you at? I should have cooked food. Alright, I'll just cut when I have the stuff. And we're back. And that's the base. A Raffi Law Group billboard. I know most of you guys won't get it. I'm gonna fine tune it next few episodes. I think the next few episodes are gonna be all about progression, but I just had to. That was something really funny to do. If you're from AZ, you're gonna get it. He's everywhere. It's inevitable. You're gonna see him. I knew his phone number before I knew my mom's phone number. But yeah, man, we're gonna call it here. It's fun little rambles, stories, and all that. This episode's probably way longer than it should be. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, you know, let me know if you do want a part 2, or if I'm just too ass at Java mouse and keyboard and it's just horrible to watch. But yeah, you know, let me know.